Today I want to talk to you about project management and accounting. So I've been doing this little mini series about project management and accounting, and my business objective in doing these is to show you how you can actually use project management and accounting in a very simplistic way to hopefully get you curious. Really, my end game in this is to get you curious about project management and accounting, because project management and accounting in its true form can be very simple or it can get very complex. It's actually a very big module in how it hooks into different pieces and how it kind of gets integrated even through asset management, some other applications. So today I want to take a look at how you can link a project to a purchase order, and if time permits, we'll also see how a sales order gets hooked to a project as well. So hi, my name is Alicia, and I absolutely love Microsoft Dynamics D365, and it's a pleasure to bring you this little mini series about project management accounting. So today we're going to take again a look at a project, and so far in the episodes prior to this one, we created a contract, we created a project, we then did a budget on the project, and then we did a timesheet and an expense. We did hours journals, expense journals, and fee journals. And so today we're going to take a look at purchase orders, and again, if time permits, we'll take a look at sales orders as well. And then the very end of all of this, we're going to invoice. So that way you can see how to invoice a client for the project work that has been done. So we're in project management and accounting. And just to kind of show you our project one more time. I believe I called it AK1. So here is our project. You'll notice it has a project status of in process or project stage. So the stages are controlled in your parameter table, so you can say what functions are you allowed to do at certain stages. So again, that could be an episode or a little video in and all of itself. So I'm going to actually duplicate this tab at the top so that way we can get back to our project easily. And I'm going to go into accounts payable, purchase orders, all purchase orders. And I'm going to make a new PO. And we'll just give it a vendor. It should be good. And then we're going to say okay. Oh, I forgot. I didn't give it the project. One thing to know is that the project lives on the header of the purchase order. So before I click OK, I'm glad I didn't actually click OK. On the project does live at the header, not the line. So you want to put that on the header of the purchase order. All right, so there we go. So that's all good. And now I'm going to click OK. And here you can see the system can pull the financial dimensions from the project if we want. So that's what that's for. And then let's just buy our procurement category so that we don't have to worry about inventory and inventory dimensions and all that fun stuff. So let's give it a site and a warehouse. Even though it's non-inventory, it's depending on how this was set up, it could give me an error. We're going to save. You know what? This might give me an error anyway, because I probably have not linked this procurement category to a project category. So that's something to pay attention to or know. There's a difference in categories. So a procurement category and a project category are not the same things. So let me use right here. So assign project category. So you see this field right here. If you want to put a procurement category on a purchase order that is going to go on a project, you have to have this project category field populated. If you don't, then you will get an error whenever you're trying to actually invoice. So just make sure that is the case. And let's just give this a price. All right, so we're going to save this. We're going to go to purchase, and we're going to confirm. Now, one of the things I want you to start paying attention to are these pending and posted transactions. So I actually went back to the project. So my purchase order is here confirming. So if we go to pending transactions, so you can see it right here. So because that's on a purchase order, so see here's 10, and I did so it was $1,000, right? So I did 10 at 100, right? So there's our $1,000. So even though I haven't done anything with the purchase order itself, you can see that it's on the project, it's a pending transaction. So just pay attention to that, because you'll want to start getting really familiar with how you can view the transactions on a project. So it won't become a posted transaction until I actually invoice this. So now I'm going to go up here to invoice and invoice. And I'll just call it AKI 1. And let's see, up here. So default receipt quantity, I'll say all. So that way it pulls in my order quantity here. I should pull my line in down here at the bottom. All right, beautiful, it did. And we'll just give it an invoice day. So I'm gonna do T for today. And then I'm going to say update match status. Now you can see that goes to past, and now I should be able to post. And this is when it goes from being a pending transaction to a posted transaction. All right, so now it's posted. So now if I go look at my project, again, I'm back in Project Management Accounting, all projects, related information, posted transactions, we should see that here we have it. So now this is our line, and we can see that it's $1,000 and it's chargeable, and there's the vendor and the vendor name. Okay, perfect. All right, the next thing we want to do is a sales order, and there's actually a couple of ways to tie a sales order to a project. One is to do it from the project. I'm not going to get into it that way because there's kind of a lot to it, and it's a whole topic on its own. So this time I'm going to do it directly from the sales order. But just know that there are two ways to create sales orders or link a sales order to a project. So I'm going to click new. Again, I'm in all sales orders, so I'm going to create a sales order. And I'll just pick this first one, and that's fine. Oh, shucks, I did it again. So we go down here to delivery, and here's our project ID. So I'm going to put my project here. Again, it does live at the header, not at the line. And then I'm going to say OK. And then we're going to pick our item. You know what? I should have looked at my inventory, because I don't know. I don't think in this particular environment. Well, we're going to pick this one. Actually, this is raw. I probably want to find something in this a finished good. I should have taken a look at my inventory before I started, so that way, let's say it begins with F. It's probably like finished goods. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look at this one, and we'll just do one. And let's see here. We'll do our site and our warehouse, and we'll say that it's $50. Okay. All right, now we may have to go create inventory. If we do, I'll probably stop the video and go make the inventory, so you don't have to watch me do that. But again, now that it's on here, if we go look at our project, if we go back into Project Management Accounting and find our project and go to pending transactions, you'll notice it's not here. So that's what's a little bit confusing. There are some functions where the pending transaction gets put as a pending transaction right away on the project, and some don't. Sales orders is one that does not. I have another blog out there about how to see sales data related to projects, so you can reference that other blog post. Pack and post packing slip. I hope I have some inventory. If not, all right, so we're going to say, oops, I didn't do that, remove. Update, pick line, pick all. Oh, beautiful, it's picked, fantastic. And then this is going to post the packing slip. What I want you to pay attention to at this point, so again, you do the sales order, the project is at the header, you put your line in there, and then you pick, pack it, and ship it. but you do not invoice it from here. You'll notice that this generate function under invoice is grayed out. The reason for that is you have to invoice it through project management accounting. So in the next video, I'll plan on showing you how to invoice, and we'll take a look at some of the transactions and stuff before we do the invoicing. So stay tuned, there's more to come.